The human race is amidst a huge global health crisis. Since the past months, every story in the news is dominated by the coronavirus, COVID-19, pandemic. Every single decision made by the governments and people across the world in the next weeks will shape our lives in the years to come. We all know that currently, this crisis poses unprecedented health, economic, and financial stability challenges. But what does it mean for the years to come? What are the long-term consequences of our actions? Let's have a look at some numbers that are projected to shape our future. With countries accounting for over 50% of the world GDP in lockdown, the collapse in commercial activity is far more severe than previous recessions. While the global oil demand has already dropped to a third, the world's oil supply may fall by over 6% by the end of the decade. The volume of cars and parts shipped on America's railways has dropped by 70%. Cross-border business investment could drop by 30 to 40% this year. The International Monetary Fund predicts that growth in Asia is expected to stall at 0% in 2020. This is the worst growth performance in almost 60 years, including during the global financial crisis, which was 4.7%, and the Asian financial crisis. In a recent report, IMF also predicted that as a result of the pandemic, the global economy is projected to contract sharply by -3% in 2020, much worse than the Great Recession of 2008-09. While these are predictive numbers, all is not lost. There's always a silver lining. Global firms will become less profitable but more resilient. Technologies and surveillance tools will play an increased role in keeping our health in check. Simple acts of human hygiene will play an unprecedented role in our lives. And most importantly, the spirit of global cooperation and trust will be revived.